Yakup. I feel like I need to yell it, but I shouldn't.
Yeah, but just tone it back down a little bit, and we'll be able to keep it this time.
Yakup. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Tony?
Chilling.
That's right.
Episode 3. Is it? It is.
We made it this far.
Yes. Thanks to me. I mean you.
Yeah, thanks to everybody
And
watching.
you.
Thank
and
you.
me. But mostly me.
Fair
Just
enough.
kidding. Episode 3, guns and stuff and whatever. Thanks for watching it again. We've had some pretty good feedback so far.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
off to a
let's
strong start.
Yeah, good start, I say. We'll keep it up. Let's jump into guns.
Let's do it.
All right, so gun segment today. I brought something, and it's
I've been chomping at the bit all day to see it.
I know.
You said you got something good.
I do. Oh, you've never seen it? You've seen it.
I've never seen it.
You've seen it. You know exactly what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Everybody has that favorite gun that's just that just feels so natural in your hand, and it's just you just pull it up. It's like one of those you can just shoot in the dark and hit a quarter from 100 yards.
Yeah.
While it's flying through the air using sonic sonar, clicking noises, and you just bing. It's just a natural part of your hand. I have one of those. I have a gun like that. It's a 1911. It's a Taurus 1911. I know they get crap sometimes, but I love that gun.
It feels good.
It feels good. And so one day, several years ago, I decided I was going to trick it out a little bit. You know, I was going to order one of them home Cerakote kits and paint the slide myself.
Yeah.
And I did all the prep, and it was all nice. And I hung up all the bits, and I hung the slide, in my garage. And I did the first coat. It was nice and smooth, but it didn't look.
Did a bug fly into it?
No, it didn't. It didn't. It looked okay, but it looked like it needed one more layer. So I started doing another layer, and I turned and bumped it, and it fell on the garage floor like grass and dirt in it. And I frantically picked it up, was trying to wipe it off, and that doesn't work. So it was kind of busted up.
Would you happen to have a before picture?
Man, I don't know that I do, honestly. We should have taken one. You should have taken one.
Crud.
So I give it to Yahub. Because Yahub here has a special skill.
I've been told.
He's what you call a Cerakote artiste. And so for our gun segment today, we have this around here.
Insert Rocky music now.
Yes. We're going to show some close-ups of this because I know it's hard you can't really see it from there. But so the grips, let's talk a little bit about this. The grips were already there. Mm-hmm. Why don't you explain what you did with this? It is clear and all. But just so you know, there you go.
All right. So on this beautiful piece of hardware, he already had these laminate wood grips that are on here with the kind of gray wood as well as the lime green. And he asked me, he said, do you think you can match these grips? Because before it was like a blasted silver frame with a black slide. And he said, I'd really like if we could kind of theme it and make it match the grips. So we just did a green base layer of the Cerakote with black.
To be fair, you said it was a black slide. It was blackish because there was chips missing out of it.
It was missing some pieces.
And you just talked right over all the work you did, man. You're just so what we did, we just put a green base. No. Yeah. This was a pain to clean. You put some labor in this.
It looked awful. We can go there. We'll just say that.
It looked bad.
We're not hurting anybody's feelings.
No. I freely admit it was bad.
It looked terrible. It had orange, rusty sweat marks from his hands on it. The slide, it looked thick, dipped paint.
Yeah.
It looked like black plasti dip.
Yeah.
That had just started peeling up all over the place. Mm-hmm. It was in rough shape. So now we have this beautiful gun that looks like it just came out of the case. We did the black distressed on the top, repainted all the small hardware with the black Cerakote, and then did a silver tungsten on the frame, which just, looking at it, I just have a hard time not looking at it.
It's awesome.
It looks so good, and it matches the grips so closely.
It does.
It almost looks like you had somebody make the grips to match
the gun, right? It does. Right? I'm gonna start telling people that's what I did.
And it
I painted this.
It just Jacob looks really, really nice. I mean, it's
real nice, man.
It's a real step up from where it used to be. You know,
it really is.
We're just gonna keep going and hammering on here. This is a gun that if you drew it out, you'd get laughed at. You'd be just all around embarrassed to show other people. And now you've got something that you can really take a lot of pride in.
It's not that bad.
And feel free, just tell people you did it yourself.
I won't.
Because
I'm gonna give you credit. It's
anybody
beautiful.
who sees version 1 and then sees version 2 goes, hey, he didn't do that.
No, he didn't do that himself.
We need something to...
We need a little stand. Do we have a...
I don't know. I'm going to make one right now.
Will this work?
If we don't touch the
that
table,
won't work.
that should stay.
Cool.
We'll be very
If you
gentle.
get scratched, I'm going to punch you in your gullet.
Please don't punch me in the belly. But, I mean, this is really like a...
It's beautiful.
yeah.
It's beautiful, man.
It's like Pimp My Ride for your gun. You have
Pimp My
like the
Gun.
old missing door Honda.
Has anyone ever tried to do Pimp My Gun?
That'd be a dope segment.
That would be a dope
I mean,
show.
we're talking.
I'd watch that.
Here. Oh, I'd watch that in a heartbeat.
I'd watch Pimp My Gun on
Yeah.
YouTube.
But
YouTube would ban it.
it just
We'll get to that in a minute.
fell right to me to take before pictures, and
No, that's all right. It
I'll
wasn't
be
your fault.
darned if I didn't do it.
I didn't even think. I was just like, here, take it. Do something with this.
Yeah, I'm tired of looking
Fix
at
this.
this.
It's so ugly.
And now it's gorgeous.
Beautiful, man.
It's like you got a Ferrari.
Thank you. High five on it. Very nice. All right, let's move on to stuff.
Let's move into some
Let's
stuff.
get right into stuff.
All right.
All right, stuff segment.
Stuff segment.
Okay, this is a new product to me. I haven't seen these. I'm not really sure how long they've been out, but we've had more activity with these I've seen lately. Mm-hmm. And these are the Recover Tactical Rail Systems. Now, these are grip and rail systems, and they're designed to add tactical rails to guns that do not have them, so that you can add lights and lasers and accessories to them. They're really cool. I've never had opportunity to shoot with them. They do take up a little bit of real estate on the bottom of the gun there, but yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I mean, it's a cool accessory for people that want to carry a light laser, something that's rail mounted.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of people that want that option that don't have it.
And the Mantis X thing is getting pretty popular now. A lot of people want to use that. This would allow you to use the Mantis for your non-railed firearm.
Yeah.
If they make a model for it, which they do make a bunch. Sorry. And this will allow you to mount your Mantis on it, and then test it out, and then you could take it back off when you're done if you want to leave it mounted. But we have white hat holsters as well is what I do, and we do offer these now. You can get holsters
So holster
for these.
compatible.
Holster compatible. You can make them holster compatible. I know for sure White Hat Holsters has them definitely.
Yep.
And we'll show some more pictures of these with other guns. This is like a mold gun just to kind of get the idea. The Olight PL Mini 2 seems to be pretty common with these just because it is so small. Now, one thing I've noticed is, and this is true on all these that I've seen so far, the light actually protrudes below the trigger guard a bit. It's not a big deal for general function, but for holster function, it is something to think about. It's going to create a little bit of a gap here for clearance and stuff, but again, it's a great option for people that want to mount a rail or light or something that don't have a rail on their gun.
Well, look at what all the popular guns are. Smith & Wesson Shields, the new 365, the 365 XL.
Yeah.
Those are some really hot guns on the market right now. None of them have the ability for you to be able to put a light onto them. Okay, so they're holster compatible.
Yes.
You've got your light on there, so
Yes.
you can run it on all kinds of small guns that do not have a rail attached to them. And they're probably going to cost you less than, let's say, Crimson Traces or Laser Maxes, some of the other competitors that do the trigger guard mounted lights.
That's true.
So,
And the variable here too is that it's not just a trigger guard mounted light. Mm-hmm. It's just a trigger guard mounted rail system.
yeah.
So it allows you to put whatever you want on there.
And it looks really secure. It almost looks like it's mounted to a rail.
It feels really secure. I mean, it feels really secure on there. It's got two very robust screws in it. And it's pretty tough, man. They're cool. I talked to these people a little bit, and they're really awesome. Small company, but really make some quality products. Couldn't find any bad things about them. And I think they're really cool. I'm excited to test these and try them out and shoot with them a little bit. We kind of have one of each here, so we'll put them on some other guns that are actual guns and try them out. But Recover Tactical Rail Systems, very cool. Something to check out if you need that. All right, very cool. So that's stuff. Let's get to whatevers. We said we're going to get a little heavy in the whatevers this week.
Yeah.
But let's do it. Let's get to whatevers.
Let's get to whatevers.
All right. All right, whatevers this week has been kind of a slow news week.
It has been a little bit of a slow week. Could have been better.
Could have been better. Something dramatic could have happened. Nothing's really happening. That's fine. It's okay. Crazy things have been happening. We'll take a slow week.
Well, I don't know. That first thing that we're going to talk about is, pretty crazy for the people in our industry.
It is pretty crazy. I don't know if people are real aware yet what's happening, but I was talking to a couple of industry folks today, and we were talking about it a little bit earlier. Instagram banning gun pages.
Yes.
Or gun-related pages, and not
with
just
no warning.
Right. I was going to say not just warning, but
total
suddenly,
shutdown.
Yeah. YouTube's done a lot of that too.
Yeah.
Not taking down pages, but
no, they've done like the demonetization
Yeah.
and some other stuff like that. But we know Twitter's real good at the shadow ban game.
Yeah, man.
Instagram's done the warnings. You can't post this for whatever reasons. You're violating community guidelines.
And I've been seeing a lot of those lately.
But now it's
you
just
said too.
flat out. You just open up your page and it's gone. Or you
Right.
search for somebody, their page is gone.
Yeah, Well-Armed Woman has happened too.
Mm-hmm.
The Truth About Guns is a firearms blog, and they wrote an article about it yesterday or today.
Yep.
The Well-Armed Woman, that happened.
Yep.
And I think she posted on her Facebook page about her
Being
Instagram
worried
being
that her
down. Yeah,
Facebook
being worried that
taken next.
Yeah. And it just went down all of a sudden.
Agency Arms did the same thing. And they're a huge, huge manufacturer of custom Glocks, custom Glock accessories, sending your pistol for custom work. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, Agency Arms, they make awesome
gone.
stuff.
Gone.
That's crazy. I mean, I wonder how many followers they had. A lot. I mean, there's a popular page, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. It's very frustrating, right, for people in our industry because, man, we take this very seriously, and it's fun and it's a great industry, and we enjoy shooting as a sport, but we also, we're of the mindset that it's something you do to be prepared for the worst case scenario. I mean, it's a lifestyle choice. It's talking about concealed carry every day.
Yeah.
It's something that we take real serious, and just because there's a gun in the picture, I just wish people would get more real, man.
I'm frustrated for one step further than that. It's not like they took down my personal page that just happened to have a picture of a gun on it. Mm-hmm. Social media is a huge factor of how we reach our customers.
Yeah, absolutely. And
that's how we advertise our business.
Yes, and how the community in general communicates.
Yeah, so for
with
a
each
lot
other,
of people,
and
you're now taking apart, eliminating something that they use to help grow their livelihood.
Yeah, feed their family.
And with no warning, with no explanation. And I think one thing that really frustrates me is who are you supposed to take this to?
Nobody.
Exactly. Who's in the chain on the ladder that you go up to next and they go, oh yeah, somebody did that by mistake. We'll get that right back out there. Who's going to hear it out unless enough of us get together and we're just tired of it taking place. And I think eventually maybe something will happen. But I mean, people need to stop saying, oh well, it wasn't my page, or that won't happen to me.
It's scary. It's scary. It's scary to me. I know it's scary to you because you do kind of sit back and go, whoa. I mean, your first instinct is, thank God that wasn't my page.
Yeah.
But then my next thought is, what am I going to do if that does happen?
Yeah.
Because if you have a business in today's economy, if you don't have a website, your business does not exist.
Yeah.
And if you don't sell products online, it's going to be very challenging unless it's a niche thing that can't be shipped or something that really requires a storefront that's very localized. If you sell or manufacture products or anything, sell products online, you have an e-commerce business, you have to have social media.
You have to.
There's no other way. That is the advertising medium of today. There is no other way to effectively reach customers in the same way. And not having that platform, thinking back to like direct mail is kind of how you started, I mean, many years ago in other businesses, we would do direct mail to zip codes, that we wanted to target or whatever. And because that's where the attention was. That's the only place. And then email marketing was a thing for a minute, because that's where people's attention were. And then once everybody started saturating that, it moves on to other things. And then it was website, then it was Google and SEO. Now, honestly, social media is more important than Google.
Yeah.
From an e-commerce perspective. It really is. Because that's how most people, I think I saw a statistic, something like 70% of consumers hear about new products through social media.
Yeah, and they might not all be using all of them, but think of somebody who doesn't use Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. Mm-hmm. One of those four.
That's over 25 years old.
They're seeing your pictures, they're seeing your posts, they're seeing the media that you're posting, and then that's what's drawing them to the website.
And it's awesome. It's an awesome way to engage with people. Because you can literally post a thing, and within a few minutes, you have your legit customers. I mean, people who have taken the time to follow your business responding to you. Yeah. Like instantaneous communication with the people that support your business.
Which is a big driving factor, because you don't have that with your email.
No.
You don't have that with your direct mail stuff that you're sending out. Because, I mean, if you see that somebody's active on that page, well, I'm going to send them a message real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
And then 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, oh, yeah, let me help you out real quick.
Yeah, for real.
Real quick.
That's true. Because Facebook yells at you if you don't reply to them fast enough.
There are things in place to help make you a good
center.
Good to your consumers.
They help you build a community around your business, and that's really awesome. But for them to arbitrarily take that away from you, it stings. And you don't, fundamentally, I don't want them to be able to do that.
No.
However, I understand why they can. And also, fundamentally, I want them to have the right to.
Yeah, I mean,
and I don't want the government to regulate it.
Yeah, it's all part of this thing that we believe in.
Yeah,
You're not happy about it, but,
But I don't feel right to tell them not to.
Yeah.
But when it's me that's affected,
yeah, it's a different story. And I think that's why a lot of people will kind of sit back and go, well, I'm not gonna start making a fuss or anything like that until it happens to me.
Yeah,
it's gonna if we keep sitting down and not saying anything, it's gonna eventually start happening. Because look at the frequency. Those pages that we just talked about are huge.
Yeah, man.
We're talking about the last 3 days. Mm-hmm. And those are just the ones that we know about.
Those ones I heard about today.
Yeah.
Those are ones I heard about
if you went
today.
through and you started searching, and then you were just like, all right, well, I just so happened can't find that account. That one must have been taken off. That one must have been taken off.
And it's funny because in the last few days also, we've seen more and more people in our community posting about, these violation notices and all this kind of stuff. Actions blocked. And even the well-armed woman said she had several of those pop up from videos from years ago.
Yeah, that's
Instagram
what's strange.
just changed the whole layout of their app too.
Yeah.
So there has to be maybe it's coincidental timing, but I doubt it, man. There's got to be something going on. There is something going on, obviously. There's an obvious bias where businesses have put their ideologies before their business practice. And I feel like that's going to come back to bite them somehow.
And
but
they've made it lethal by putting it into an algorithm that is just willy-nilly without any really form of due process, right? You violated our community standards, and this is why we're taking
it's void of human consideration.
Well, yeah.
So, the problem is, for White Hat Holsters, if I post an ad for a holster sale or something, 5 times out of 6, it gets denied. Mm-hmm. And then I have to spend 2 days that the ad should have been running arguing with Facebook about why it got denied and modifying it. At the same time, over those same 2 days, I just saw an ad from another holster company that apparently violated the same policy mine did, but I just saw their ad, but mine's not running. But once you can actually talk to a person about it, usually you can resolve it. But when they put it all in an algorithm like that, you can't, man. And resolving these things are going to be...
There's not enough people.
There's not enough people. And that's what I saw something with the CEO of YouTube, I think, saying something like that. Like, or you were telling me about that.
She had basically, it was like somebody who worked for Vox.
Oh, Vox, yeah.
YouTube is underneath. Basically, somebody came out and they said, hey, you need to remove this person or remove this channel or get them for a violation of terms and conditions because they violated these policies. And she basically just told the individual, if we do that, if we move forward and we do that for everything that you say you don't like, then we're going to have to actually start enforcing all of the terms and conditions and privacy policies and all that stuff. And then it's going to start to affect your channel,
You too.
right?
Yeah.
Other people that you align yourself with, that you say, well, no, we're not, because you're violating it. If you make us go through with a fine-tooth comb,
Yeah.
we're going to have to get rid of a lot of people, and you might be counted as one of those people as well.
Yeah. And when I hear you say that, to me, what comes to mind is it's them saying, hey, shh, shush.
Yeah.
Okay? We're banning these people. You're
Yeah.
making too much noise about it.
Yeah.
Okay? If we go after them hard, we're going to have to go after you too. We're trying to unevenly apply the rules
And
here.
that's a perfect example of
Quit
this.
drawing attention to it.
If you listen to this, or you look at this, or you realize some pages of yours have been taken down, or maybe even a page that you... And that's what I think, like you said, kind of the freedom of being able to do it. Yeah, they're able to do it, but yeah, I don't like it. Even if it's a page that I didn't agree with, that still does not instill any confidence in me for my page, because what's to say that I'm not next? Whether it's in the same industry or a different industry, you start moving this direction and you make it okay with one, and then it starts and you go, whoa. I was okay when it affected other people. Mm-hmm. Now it's affecting me. That's not okay. It's too late.
Yeah. It's crazy. And, all we can do right now is just sit back and watch and see what happens over the next few days,
Yeah.
and try and think about these things without making too much fuss.
What I'd like to see is them just come back,
Yeah.
and then it was a mistake. We don't have to talk about it. Your account's back. Just walk away. Just leave it at that.
Yeah, just say it was a mistake.
Yes.
We updated our
Yep.
software. Some things got tagged. It was accidental.
Yep.
That would be perfect. That would be the best possible scenario. Well, we'll see what happens there. The last whatevers I wanted to go into today is and it piggybacks perfectly because this is a new venture for us, right?
Yes, it is.
Guns and stuff and whatever.
Yep.
And it's a new venture for us, and it's gun related, and it's heavily reliant on social media.
Yes, it does.
So
Fingers
we'll see,
crossed.
man. Yeah. I mean, we'll see how it goes. We do it because
Yeah.
it's fun, so whatever.
Yep.
I don't care. Even if my mom's the only one that ever watches this, it was fun to do.
It was fun to do.
I'll forever have it
Yep.
on an SD card.
Just
So-
for us to watch.
The new site is launching this weekend for guns and stuff or whatever.
Yep. GSW Show.
GS what? What is it?
GSW.
Show. What? Go ahead.
Guns and stuff. Whatever. GSW Show. Shut up.
I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
GSWshow.com. Sponsored by White Hat Holsters.
That's why I'm wearing this, only because they're sponsors.
So why don't you do me a favor, Tony, and explain to all these beautiful people
Sure.
what kind of content we're going to have on GSWshow.com.
GSWshow.com. The theory behind it is it's gun industry people. Okay, gun industry people making a show about guns and stuff and whatever. Okay, so gun industry people know about guns. They like guns. We like to talk about guns. And gun-related stuff and gear and products and accessories and stuff. And then whatever is like what we're talking about now. Just whatever. The idea is we want it to be a conversational format. We're not too prepped. This is our show notes. It's our show notes. There's 3 lines.
Yeah.
So we're not like overly prepped for the situation.
That's actually a grocery list.
And I don't
zoom in on it.
Yeah, I don't want to get. And we're not trying to be too edity. Like I heard, and we're still working out kinks. I just heard the cameras went out again.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the center one's good. Let me look. Hold on. Yeah, center one's good.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. They can see us. Center one's still good. But we're working out the kinks, but it's fun. And we just do it because it's a good time, man. So GSWshow.com is where we're going to find episodes. We're going to find behind the scenes stuff. We're going to find outtakes. We're going to find merch. We're going to find...
Whoa.
What?
Outtakes?
What?
We don't need to mess around with that.
I don't even know what you're talking
You
about.
do that nugget
We're
dog
going to
thing?
find merch. What's that? What did you just say?
Merch. I said you're going to do that nugget dog thing.
Yes.
Merch, blog posts, pictures, stuff. Pretty much anything that's related to guns,
An opportunity.
stuff,
And
and
whatever. And an opportunity for y'all to let us know what you think, too.
Yeah, and to ask questions, give us feedback, topics that we can discuss if you want to hear more about.
That'd be awesome.
As well as gun products.
Gun products. Fun stuff that we see.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, it's very exciting. So check that out, GSWshow.com. And I think that's it for this week, man.
I think that's it.
All right. Well, have an awesome weekend.
You do the same.
I will. I'll try. I'll do that. It'll be fun. It'll be a good
all right.
weekend.
You shouldn't
All
have to
right,
try.
man.
It should just be fun.
It will be. Always be ready.
Always be ready.
Always carry your gun. Be safe. God bless. Peace out.
See ya.
Hey guys, Tony here from Guns and Stuff and Whatever. Appreciate you watching this episode. I want to encourage you to click on the links to our site page. We are doing a giveaway over on White Hat Ultras right now for Labor Day. We're going to be registering all this week. It's a huge prize package. I hope you'll go check that out. We look forward to your feedback. I really want to hear from you guys of what you think about this. What do you think about the format, the topics? If there's any suggestions you have or any topics you'd like to see us cover, please do let us know. We're always looking for that kind of feedback. Thanks again for watching. God bless. Always be ready. Have a great day.